Hey, what is up, guys? This is Batsmith Bro bringing you some more Dayz news. Pretty sure you guys heard about the recent upcoming update, probably in October. Not really sure, but if their update pace keeps staying consistent, it'll be one update per month, which will be in October. So I'm assuming. Don't know for sure though. Basically, I just want to let you get a quick overview about what will be in the next update, which will be 0.50. Pretty sure you all saw this new base model for the new zombie. Looks like a Sean Connery or homeless Gandalf. Not sure, but definitely interesting. Good to see they're actually making new models, so keeping the same old boring ones. This is the new vehicle that'll be out soon, the Russian infantry vehicle, where they would unload and load up and transport other Soviet soldiers across town, or some kind of supplies. But you know, for the most part, they were used to transport militia soldiers. So yeah, if they're cool enough, I want them to hold about 6 people, 2 in the front, 4 in the back. That's clearly enough space to hold 4. But probably with some bugging issues, they might just only hold 2 in the back and 2 in the front. So who knows? But it'd be kind of cool if they would hold all 6. Now putting the thing together, literally, it's going to be kind of a challenge because you can't pull the whole fucker behind you as you go out and look for more parts. So unless you go out and find the parts yourself and take no food and no guns and put them all on the one truck that you do find and actually get it working the first round go, unless you do all that, you're going to have to leave it there and pray that no one else comes and finds it and takes it from you, which will be very, very, very disappointing and frustrating. So it's definitely going to be more interesting. I think they're doing this because they want to encourage people to befriend other people so that way they can bring in firefights to get major shit like this. So all you fuckers who kill on sight, yeah, why don't you fucking befriend somebody for once so you can get a fucking vehicle, you pricks. This is new clothing options. This is the ballistic vest from Armor 3. I think that this will spawn in the American helicopter crash sites. Definitely something to keep your eye out for, because apparently if this is a ballistic vest, it'll take a couple of hits before it actually gets ruined and then it becomes useless. So yeah, definitely keep your eye out for this. Like I said though, I might just spawn in the NATO helicopter crash sites only because it's American. Don't know what this thing is. It looks like some kind of food compartment, but you know, whatever, it could come in handy. A wallet, which I think is kind of useless, unless you want to start role-playing and arresting people, like, you know, like Cherno police or Novo police or whatever. You want to detain people and check their IDs and stuff. Maybe it'll have your Steam ID, like your profile picture and your gamer tag name, and who knows. I mean, you can't have money in it. There's no trade system in the game. There's only just player versus player bartering, but whatever. This is like a firefighter's helmet. That'd be pretty neat if they would add this in, and the firefighter pants and boots, so that way you could actually, you know, walk around different places. You could hang out at a fire station and fucking walk around with a fire axe and a fire extinguisher. That'd be pretty interesting. Don't know what this welder mask is gonna do for you, but it definitely is just another thing in there you could find. This is the waterproof backpack. I'm sure you all have seen this in red, but this is the turquoise or light blue version of it. So there you have it. I won't say this is a refrigerator. It definitely looks like a refrigerator, but I'm just gonna say that this is a static object because, first off, there's no nooks that I can see in this thing, so therefore it can't be opened if it doesn't have a nook. And basically, nooks are just small gaps for all those who don't know. So if it can't be opened, it's obviously a static object because there's no electricity in Chernarus to run the refrigerator, so you can't store shit in there unless you get it up and running via generator and store like some precious items in there that keeps your food from spoiling, or who knows. Who knows? Time will tell. You can die from hypothermia. Your food can definitely spoil. This is the new backpack from Armor 3. They're bringing it over into Dayz. Again, I think this is going to spawn at the helicopter crash sites. However, I don't see why this would, only because that even though it is American, it doesn't look like it's much bigger than the hunting backpack, let alone the mountain backpack. Mountain backpack is huge. It holds the most spots. Maybe this will go in hand with the Smurf vest. But maybe you can combine all of them. It'll be just one huge giant, storage space that you can just store all your shit in. Who knows? Maybe it'll be big enough to store a gun in there. I don't know. Definitely looks cool though. So keep around. That's a back view of the waterproof backpack. A new face model. Can't tell if that's a man or a woman. I would say it's a woman. This is the rabbit snare. You can catch small wildlife and use their meat for food, and then probably their fur for consumables or craftable items. Who knows? Maybe. Not too sure, but time will tell. And this is a few extra stuff. This is the new and improved long-range scope. Probably adding in dogs there. You know, it'd be really cool if they had dogs. It'd be really cool if like you find a wild dog. It doesn't really hurt you unless you try to hurt it. But if you give it like a bone or some piece of meat or whatever, and it befriends you and follows you around and does shit with you, but you have to keep on feeding it every once in a while, and it would actually protect you against zombies and other players. Like it'll hunt out other players, it'll bark, and especially if you're getting shot at, you know, the dog could run after, you know, the player that's trying to attack you, and definitely keep the bandits on their toes, where they would have to kill you from long range. Who knows? This looks like just a muzzle flare from the new rifle that's coming out. Doesn't seem that interesting. And for the love of me, I can't figure out what the fuck that is. I don't know if it's... I think it's some kind of suppressor. I don't know. Maybe. Not too sure. And right here, these are the new guns. This would be the AUG. Now, the AUG is a very, very interesting weapon. Only because that, like the M4 and the SKS, not the SKS, I'm sorry, the AKM, it's got a high rate of fire. However, if it's anything like it, if the gunplay is anything like in Counter-Strike, it's very, very an accurate weapon, especially under longer rates of fire. Whereas the M4, you had to kind of, you know, kind of burst it to do like burst fire, and then the AKM, holy shit, unless you were like within 10 feet, you can't fucking hit the guy just by spraying at him. So the AUG is definitely an accurate weapon with a high rate of fire from long distances away. So this could be a potentially OP weapon when used in the right hands. So watch out for whoever you might run into with this weapon. And last but not least is the Dragunov, or I like to call the glorified SKS. I don't say glorified only because that since it's semi-automatic and not bolt action, it'll take a lower caliber bullet to install into the clip, and therefore not deal as much damage like the Mosin will. Because you could definitely kill somebody with this from long range, but it might have to be a headshot, or probably take out their legs to fracture them so that way they don't crawl away or run away very, very fast. So, yeah, I'm saying it's a glorified, it's not SKS, but nonetheless, it could be deadly in the right hands. I've seen people kill people with like this in the Arma Dayz mod, and in many other games. So definitely adds more variety to the weapon style. So people want to kill people from long distances. People don't really like the PU scope on the SKS, but like the SKS, you can probably just pick this up, get the PI 90 scope or whatever the fuck that thing's called, put it on the SVD, and then start killing people like you would a Mosin. So yeah, that's it. That's all the new guns. That's all the new info with the new update coming out probably in October. But yeah, I'll leave the link to this page in the description, so that way if you guys haven't followed this page yet, you could go ahead, click on it, go ahead and start following it and start reading up on more shit that's coming on. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll keep you guys posted.